what I'd like you to also think over, or what I'd like you to also stress upon is just one thing. See, while breaking the state, the whole of the parliament came together, the ruling party and the opposition party, and the opposition parties. All of them came together. They had given an assurance that special category status would be given to Andhra Pradesh state, because Hyderabad, what is the capital city, is no longer going to be with Andhra Pradesh state. So based on this assurance, because 70% of industry is in Hyderabad, 95% of IT is in Hyderabad, Hyderabad constitutes to probably 40% of state's revenues as well. Because of this factor, they had promised that special category status would be given to Andhra. And this promise was supported by the ruling party as well as the opposition parties in the parliament in that debate. And after that assurance was given, then the state was broken. Now, after the elections, now with this assurance, all these parties also went to the polls. Telugu Desam Party, the BJP, everybody went to the polls with this promise. In fact, Telugu Desam Party and BJP went one step ahead and said they will give 10 years special category status instead of 5 years what was assured by the Congress government. In fact, their manifestos also spoke of the same language. Their Narendra Modi ji's speech in Tirupati also spoke the same. Chandrababu Naidu's electoral speeches also said the same. And after all this, now after the elections have passed, after these people have come into governance, how can they ignore what has been promised by them? And how can they cheat people like this? Now, without this special category status, how is the state going to how is the state going to survive? See, special category status not only helps the state financially, but more than that, the special category status is required for massive industrialization to take place. With only those states what have got special category status have got 100% income tax exemptions, 100% excise duty exemptions, power is available at 50% of the cost. When the transport cost is reimbursed only when special category status is there. So these kind of industrial incentives are given only to those particular states what have got special category status. And without these, how is the state going to prosper? How are we going to give employment to the lakhs and crores to the lakhs of people who've been waiting for jobs? Only when such things happen, only when the special category status is given, only then massive industrialization takes place with lakhs of crores of investment coming into the state. Only then lakhs of jobs will come into existence. And this is a must. This is a requirement. It doesn't just help our state financially, because financially the state would benefit only to some extent, where grants component would be 90% instead of 30%. But this help of unemployment problem being mitigated is a big help, what we're looking forward for. And all these people have literally cheated us. See, this political system should change, where political parties could say anything, where political leaders could say anything before the elections. They can say anything, and then after the elections, if these people are at liberty to break away from these promises what have been made, then there is no point. Then whom do we trust? Where do we look to? This entire system should change, where there should be more accountability into this political system and more accountability into politicians as such.